But we're not here to talk about college. We are here to do some viewer map review. So as you can see, this is a public room. You guys can join the room, Nullifus Struggle Bus. We will drive each map for 12 minutes, give our feedback, move on to the next one, rinse and repeat until we're all done. There's going to be a break map about halfway through, and where I can go to the bathroom after everyone makes me drink a bunch of water with the hydrates, and should be good. Kotlin, IntelliJ, convert to Java. I will be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, there you go, enemy. Just change the solid block texture to water. There we go. Fixed it for you. You're welcome. I will be honest, I tried my best for the assignments that had me building Gradle and stuff like that. I tried my best. I tried my best to follow the written lectures and everything, but when it didn't work, I did just Google and Copilot my way through the assignments. I was just like, why isn't this working? I'm doing exactly what the lecture told me to do. Which, honestly, I think that just makes me more of a real programmer, if I'm being honest. I can do the rest of the program just fine. But it's Gradle. Gradle bullies me. Can't join in TM today? Okay, that's fine. And the name checks out. Well, I see Lion and Lion, so I'm assuming... Yeah, But this seems pretty cool. We got some nice drifts going on here. Let's see, I'm gonna drive it a couple times, well, that way I can get a bit more comfortable, give more accurate feedback. Touch the wall. You need to get rid of that wall. Also, what was your goal with this map? Like, because when you're looking for feedback for this, what kind of feedback? Are you thinking, like, track of the day, type feedback? Are you thinking, also, is there a way to cut the end? There might be a way to cut the end. Or is this just like, you just built it for fun, you want to see what could be improved? You might... Yeah, okay. Although, no, that's why the cruise control block is there. Is so that way you can't just U-turn around and then just go. Interesting, okay. There's probably a way around it. Let's see, we can experiment a little bit. Yeah, remove all walls. Thank you. Kotlin is another language that interacts or interops with Java, and there's a program that can convert between the two. Okay. And yes, like track of the day. Okay. Well, I kept the gears, so that's nice. It's always nice to keep the gear. Lovely little surprise. Dropped it. Oh, so you also don't have... And it's in... I forgot about the engine off, so yeah, this probably doesn't work. I turned my ghost on. There's the ghost. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let me try to get one more decent run, and then I will talk about the map. Okay. So let's talk about this. It's definitely an interesting map. My biggest concern is about, like, if you were to push this for track of the day, I think there are some definite issues because you are building tech, and tech is very, very difficult to build. So the first issue I kind of want to cover here, because I think as a map, like as a hunting map outside of Track of the Day, I think this is fine. The ending I have some issues with regardless, but we'll get to that in a moment. Since you are kind of like maybe looking at Track of the Day or something, it's kind of boring, but if you put the finish more forward, then the cut is faster. Yeah, so I do have some ideas about that, but well, we aren't there yet. Hold on. So this drift I think is really weird because the inside of the turn is very blocked off and blind. So as you're coming through here, technically you want to be as inside as possible, but given the wide platform and the fact that you can't really see what's going on the inside, like technically I think you want to drift here. Let me see if I can get a run going. Yeah, or do you need to drift that? I think you need to drift that. Yeah, you do need to drift, because then at the very least, even if you get that clean, you'll be too fast for the next part here. So yeah, this part is a little awkward just because the inside is blocked off, and with drifts, you need to be able to hit the apex. Typically, if at least not every turn needs an apex, but if you're just learning how to drive tech, especially since this is Gear 4 tech-ish, tech-related, I would recommend having each drift be an apex just until you get like your feet under you and that kind of stuff. And so for here, the apex would probably be like right here. So when you drift, so you want to drift on the outside, and then you want to start turning, and you want to get super close to the wall, like about here, and then you come out of it like here. But also, since you come out of it here, you're not really in a great spot to take this turn, which is where you kind of get like, you kind of have to awkwardly break between the two here, and it's not really a drift left followed by a drift right. It's more of like a drift to the left followed by an awkward break turn thing to the right, where hopefully you don't lose the gear. And that makes it a little awkward. This, I think, is a good drift here, because you can come out here, drift, hit the apex like about here. And so you drift, hit the apex here, get as close to this wall as possible, and then turn through the rest of it, which is very nice. This is nice. It's compromise. You like the turns as they are. Yeah, like as I think, like if you're just hunting, then this stuff doesn't matter as much if you're just building a hunting map. But if you are going for a track of the day where you are going to get attention from like a large amount of the player base and stuff like that, you will get negative comments about this type, the kind of like turns and stuff like that. Do I necessarily agree with it? Not really, but because I think there could be a lot more variety in there, but also like you will get that feedback. But let's talk about the end, because the end I think is really the only part. Like even if you weren't going for a track of the day, I still want to talk about the end a bit. So you have this set up here to prevent a cut, and my kind of philosophy is that if you have to do a lot of like effect shenanigans to cover a cut, it's probably a design flaw, in like something's gone wrong elsewhere, because if you have to do all this, then it's not. So I actually think the fix is really simple, and that's to put a checkpoint back here. Ew, flickering. But anyway, so I actually think if you just put a gate checkpoint here, just stretching across here, I think you fix it. because then you need to be able to pick up this checkpoint, and you can get rid of this stuff, which opens you up to a different finish that you don't have to do the long straight for. And I think it's a super easy fix. Yeah, generally speaking, if you have to do a bunch of like effect shenanigans to like fix something, that you might want to look at changing, like moving something else around so you don't have to do all the effect shenanigans. Because I find, like, even if you think you find something, other Trackmania people are smarter than you and have more free time than you. So it will be cut anyway. That makes sense. Like, I've tried to outsmart the people looking for cuts, and it never works. I always have to just, like, concede and just change something else. But at the same time, you aren't a real Trackmania mapper until your map gets unintentionally cut. So, you know, however you want to look at it. But yeah, so I'm looking through, and yeah, I think honestly it's not that bad. It's quite decent. Like I said, the only thing, if you are going for a track of the day, and you don't want, like, if you go for track of the day and you want to pay attention to Discord scores and have like a good one, then you do have to be very cognizant of map flow, which is, I think, the only thing that's really kind of missing with this. Some people really hate it when maps don't have flow. Others don't really mind it. But like I said, the whole drifting here, if you wanted to set this up more as a left drift, right drift, like for instance, I would probably have this be, I would give 1 or 2 straight blocks here going sideways and then the turn up. That way players can drift, hit the apex, come here, properly set up on the left side of the road, drift, hit the apex, that would probably be around here on the corner, and then continue up, and stuff like that. But like I said, that's if you're going for like mass appeal and that kind of stuff, which if you are, it's easier to critique for. I will admit, if you're going for mass appeal, it's easier to critique. Is it just a turn to the right then? Because I think I had to at least like tap brake or something on the right uphill. Yeah, okay, maybe not those, maybe not those 10. Maybe not those specifically. Drift the first turn. Okay, well, I've run out of time to play test that, but hopefully you get what I mean. Even if that's not a double drift, there was one other part in there. It was the part where you had to drift to the left in one turn, and then there was the platform that sloped up to the right to get the platform checkpoint that sloped. It was like right before the engine off drop down. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. That one was the other one that I would also apply that to. But yeah, Lion, I think you're on the right track. The scenery, maybe could have done a bit more variety with like the objects in the scenery. I did kind of forget to talk about that, but honestly, I think you're on the right track for a lot of stuff, just about getting more experience underneath you, and I think you're on the right track. Very nicely done. It was fun to drive. Thank you for sending it in. I had a good time with it. Okay, I got it. I got this. Also, I forgot to look at this. Thanks. Well, thank you. But Long Gwents. Hills and valleys. Okay. Living up to the name so far. And as you can tell from Ghostly's comments and stuff, like, everything I say here is my opinion. You know, you don't, like, I'm not, like, super good at the game, or even if I was, or whatever. Yeah, I'm just one guy. Like, you can disagree with something if you really like something about your map. Like, at the end of the day, you have to be happy with your map. You aren't building to please me, you know? Build to please yourself. So take the feedback and consider, you know, thoughts for consideration, not things you have to follow. You can't make everyone happy. Messed up that drift, but okay, this seems nice so far. Never mind. You have to get rid of that wall. Can't believe you placed that wall there, knowing I would crash into it. That turn makes me nervous with the pillars. There you go. Trying to get track of the day, but getting some send when your map came out. Map a few weeks ago. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, Ayla. Driving those generated maps certainly has some positive effects on sight reading. Maps like these. Hey, there you go. Getting better at sight reading. That's not a bad skill. Oh, okay, too fast. Oh, okay, hit the wall. You gotta take out that wall too. Darn it. Oh my god, stop hitting that wall. You know it's there. This isn't the time your brother hit a telephone pole and swear that it jumped out in front of him. Okay, I messed that drift up. But I'm still ahead, so I'll take it. Okay, another 0.6. Might try to get one more run, and then I will talk about it. Oh, darn, that was almost such a good drift. This does seem pretty nice so far, though. Oh, darn it. Okay, whatever. I gotta talk about it. So, yeah, so I think the map overall is fairly enjoyable. Oh, someone's going off on a joy right there. Let's see. The turns are nice and varied. Let's see. So, and honestly, the drifts are pretty good. I think this is really the only drift that is a little awkward to me, because you like it's very wide. Like, you come out here and you drift, but this, like, I don't know. I would maybe consider making this a 1x1 and trying that out. Maybe that would work. Like, you come out here, drift, and then you exit like here, and you just come out this way. I don't know, maybe. Oh, by the way, Nola, did you see the final tier list thingy I made? Voting still open, but only for another 22 hours. Mind if you send a link here? Yeah, you can send a link. You intended for the player to drive the first and full speed the second turn. Oh, drift the first and then full speed the second turn? Okay, I might... Okay, let's try that out. Oh, Mr. Pepsi, I will hydrate in a moment. So we're talking about drifting this or drifting this and then full speeding around here. Okay, so I don't know, maybe Ghostly's right. Maybe I just can't drift. Maybe I can't drive. Oh, okay, no. I think we're talking about the same thing here. So what yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're talking about the same thing. Yeah. So, I don't know, my natural inclination here is to go a little sharper, but no, I can see this working. Okay. Maybe it was just me. Okay. I can see it. I can see it. Let's see, and then the sausage part I think is fine. I know, this is scary with the, I don't think the, like, the first set of 3, I don't think those really need to be there, because as you come down here, you want to get as little airtime as possible, but if you mess up, you kind of run the risk of getting some airtime, skidding, and then smacking the pillar. Oh, just like that. Thank you. Thank you for that example. I appreciate it. Just like that. And I think these pillars are here to encourage the player to get off the wall, so they go here. But I think you just need, like, the last little bit of pillars to get them off the outside wall. I don't think you need the full way. It's just, I think it's a little more punishing than what the rest of the map is. Oh, yeah, hydrate. But then I think this, the final corner I think is also a little wide. Like, yeah, you drift a little bit, but then you just kind of like casually turn over here. I think I would like if this was maybe 1 block sharper just to continue the drift instead of just like an awkward like half turn kind of thing. But overall, I think the route itself is fairly solid. The drifts feel decent. This time, I will not forget to talk about the scenery, because I do think that that's where the biggest improvement of this map is going to come from. Like, you have some stuff coming on the side, and, like, the grass hills, it looks nice, you know, very... it is pretty much what a lot of beginners do for their first few maps and stuff, but I mean, it's a classic look. It looks nice. The big thing that's missing, I think, is more stuff that goes over. Yeah, it feels 2020. Like, not bad, just like, like I said, it's everyone's first attempt at scenery and stuff. That's not a negative. I mean, what? I received that. I receive people, I have people telling me that I build 2020 style all the time. So whatever. I'm not saying it's a negative, but I think one thing that would really help make things pop a bit more is having more stuff that goes specifically over the map. So I know you have these, but I'm talking about like large landscape pieces. Like you have maybe a bit of a tunnel here. Like you can have some like an arch or two, maybe like a small tunnel spot. Like maybe you jump into a tunnel here or something, especially since this is more engine off, like no drifting or anything until you get to here, to maybe you come out of the tunnel again or something. Just stuff that you know, it's like variety. You want a big variety of stuff. You want some scenery that feels close, some that feels far away, so you get some of that like natural layers in. There's a big fan of the realistic looking scenery, but needs some stuff in the sky. The scenery is quite flat. Yep, that's what I'm trying to say. And also you have like these large flat walls here. You can cover these up, put a variety of stuff here, more variety of blocks, and that'll help kind of like make the map. I mean, the analogy I always use, if you watch my videos, you've heard me say it. You want to drive in a map instead of driving on a route. And right now, some parts like this, like it kind of feels like you're driving on a route, but then other parts like here, you know, it tells a bit more of a story. You know, you've got a billionaire's, you know, sailboat in their swimming pool, you know, like as every billionaire has. You know, you've got a second one. Wow, they must be doing well. They dodged a lot of taxes this year. And yeah, so it's just more of like telling a story with the map about like the world that it's kind of in, and just like a variety of blocks to do that, with some stuff close to the map, some farther away. Through 0.8 at the end. Oh wow, nice time, Ghostly. Yeah. I'm much more of like the motorboat in the pool, not the sailboat, but yeah, to each their own. But yeah, fun map. Well, I had fun with it. Thank you for submitting, and hopefully the feedback was useful. Things you said earlier. Okay, so here we go. Oh, look at that. It's my face. Definitely just the club. Just the club checkpoint image. But you know what? I like to think that you specifically put my face in there. Thank you, Ayla. Yeah, it was just the scenery that fell a little flat on that one, which I am still learning how to do good scenery, so... Oh boy. Oh, nope. This is where I want. Okay. Oh, hey, I remember this. We did just the route of this. It's looking really good with the scenery. I think what this track is really missing is like some sort of like virus or something that can infect Trackmania and make the map crash and delete itself from Trackmania after you load into it. Does that make sense? I think that's what this map is missing. Mostly start and end? Okay. True, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I accidentally drove in the GPS. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, darn it. I didn't realize that was penalty grass there. Wait, oh, this is plastic. Okay, yeah, it is a little confusing sometimes on what surface you're driving in, given everything is like really dark. But that's the mod. Okay. I'm normally a little worried about like the no cam change reactor loop endings. They pop up every once in a while, but this one seems to flow pretty well. It seems a bit harder to miss this one, which is nice. Okay, so this is a drift. Yeah, that's a lot better. Did scenery in Mythical, did additional scenery in GPS/AT. Okay. course, right as I say that, the finish seems hard to miss. It might be fast. It's not faster to go through those trees, is it? Please tell me it's not faster to go through those trees. Yeah, okay, hold on, let me see. Because what I'm thinking is like... Oh, that... Oh, no. Okay, I might not like that very much. Is the random, like, tree precision in the middle of this? That might be faster. It ends up being slower because of penalty in line. Okay. And I'll trust that you guys have, like, tested it, but I'm also not completely convinced. Just, like, I don't know. It seems like it's pretty good. And it would be a shame if there was just some random precision line. I would also box the GPS area in so the car doesn't fall off the edge, and we can hear the GPS go. Okay, that does look a little bit better, but yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm convinced. Okay. So, I think I only have more minor critiques about this. I think my first main critique is that I don't like the use of black plastic on this, because, like, I mean, black plastic, you have the road, you also have, like, black platform, this is also wood, or not wood, asphalt right here. So it makes it very difficult for the first few times to figure out what surface you're driving on. So I would recommend, like, this especially, like, this looks pretty much identical to this, so I was not expecting it to be plastic at all. And then I think for the finish, I would like a cam change. It's not major, but like if you're off your line a little bit, like let's say you're going to crash into the side of the finish, if you're upside down, if you're looking at your car upside down, I'm pretty sure you have to steer backwards, don't you? At least I always mess that up. They're the surface change indicators. I don't think anyone actually pays attention to that though. Like, I know people on ice maps have tried to use that before, but it's like, to me, I see this and I'm like, oh, okay, it's for scenery. Like, it is hard. Like, large visual indicators will always work better than small little strips, because as you're driving the map, players aren't going to necessarily think about, like, oh, that's what this strip means. All they're going to see is like, it's plastic now. Cam change not needed at all. Yeah, I mean, it's always been I've never been a fan of these types of finishes, so this is coming from someone who just doesn't like them. Like I would like a cam change, but obviously that's going to change per person. And yeah, so it's like, because it makes, if you're a little off, then it's really difficult to like remember in the moment to like course correct and like that it's backwards. Not sure. Like, if there was a lighter gray, like not necessarily a white, I don't know what color scheme you have for this. Is it the, I'm assuming, well, I don't know, the mod changes it, but I'm assuming it's the white to black gradient one. So if the plastic was the lightest surface color, then I think it would work a lot better. But also, that is something that does change the more you drive it. So it kind of depends on what, like, if you wanted to risk it, and I mean, this seems very track of the day friendly. Let me scroll up to what, because I think you said you were going for track of the day. Yep, trying to get track of the day. So if you wanted, yeah, not needed but appreciated for the game change. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So for track of the day, I think map review, I think some people would definitely complain that all the surfaces look the same. Well, besides the penalty grass and stuff like that. Maybe for map review. Yeah, did you get the other 6 maps added, or should I take care of that real quick? I got it. So, yeah, thanks for getting the first 6 maps in. I appreciate it. Not covered lately. I'm now using color sneaking sharpness corners to generated maps. It depends. Like, I would probably use like a lighter gray, but at the same time, like, the more you drive the map, the less it matters, because you like, you know, you understand it. And so the real area that it would help with is map review. I always forget to drift there. I always forget to drift. The first 6 last night I forgot to do it today. Well, oh, no issues, no issues. Ah, my voice is tired. Why is it tired? I'm wondering if it's because it's spring and like all the pollen and stuff that like my throat feels dry, so my voice gets tired more easily. Okay, I'll take that gold medal. Does your throat become a bike? What? What on earth? Oh, what, because it's tired? Do you think you need drift indication at that part? I think so, just because you land on an open platform, so you wouldn't necessarily think that, you know, you need to drift right there. If you want to add a drift indicator, I think that would be good. But honestly, the scenery is really good. Also, Den, that was the hydrate, yes. Thank you, Den. It was so funny. Yeah, I think that second plastic area, the one that I was confused and had to respawn a couple times, I think Jamua does bring up a good point that, like, that one is a bit more egregious than the first one, just because it's darker there, so maybe some light as well. Like, I'm not, like, maybe some things. And honestly, if you wanted to try to just like risk it or whatever, I say risk it, it's not that risky. I think you'll be able to get through map review right away, but I think if this does become track of the day, in its current state, you would have like a couple people, at least a couple people complaining about the plastic and road being very similar colors. But it's up to you on how much you want to change that or are willing to change that. And I personally would add a cam change in the end, although that is also not necessary. That's preference. But yeah, honestly, really good map. It looks really good. Scenery was really good, and fun route. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think it has really good track of the day potential. Like I said before, most of my stuff is mainly like smaller critiques and nitpicks and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you for sending it in. Also, this is by Zebruzer. It's a CS. Oh, yes, CS01. I can read. It is not C5. Oh boy. I got this. I might be struggling. Okay. We're almost there, right? Am I going this way now? You're not taking the dirt. Oh my god. Oh, I am struggling. I did it. Riverside, welcome, welcome. Yeah, fix this thing since apparently the plastic is a huge issue. You assume that's the reason map review disapproved? Okay. Wait, map review disapproved that? Yeah, this gets confusing pretty quickly. Okay, but did Zerbuser say anything? Let me see. If this is for track of the day, this is pretty confusing. Okay. Competition style wants to also be approachable by newer players. Okay, so let's try this again. Hopefully, with a little more success this time. Ah, game stutter. Is this the right way? Okay, much more success this time around. Yeah, no, okay, I don't like that transition. It's too easy to clip. Okay, yeah, we're getting through it though. It's 4.2 at 30? Okay, no, it deserves a higher score than that. Ouch. Oh. Okay, well, there's silver. Whew. Learning is a bit of a struggle. Yeah, this is, yeah. It's got a learning curve to it, but I can start to see it coming together. I think scenery-wise, this is really cool. I like all the different colors in there, and I like these floaty things. Those look nice. But talking about the route itself, it is fairly confusing. Anytime you have the map cross over in like the same blocks, you have to really make sure that you're guiding the player. And here, yeah, I think this is good. Although it does kind of look like there is something back here as well. So I would maybe have this like continue off to like block here, like just completely block off this section. That way people look at this and they just think like, okay, over here is the only way, because I don't think you need this open for anything else. Let's see, I think another indicator to help guide would be to put a flag here and then a flag here with a smaller sign pointing to the left. Because for a lot of these dirt uphills, you want to be on like the side for the rest of the track, and this is like one of the only turns where you actually want to stay on the dirt surface, and I think that would help communicate that to the player. Oh, Jabski, welcome. Is the cruise control necessary? Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. I understand that it's to prevent Gear 5. I don't think it is necessary, and I think I would like to see another form of speed control here, because the cruise control is really punishing once you get here. Like, you can't release to tighten this or anything, and it's basically forced acceleration throughout, which can be really weird when coming to this. So I don't think it's necessary. Don't know what let me think. Is there something else? Because you come out here. Plastic turn solves all the issues. I mean, you could just have a transition instead of just like a flat transition to the grass. You could have this come around, I don't know, if and have some sort of like airtime transition where you enter the grass turn in a turn, and then that would naturally slow the player down. Yeah, this is fine. I think like once you drive it, once you get to the end once, you understand it, but the ending is also really weird. I do not like the fact that basically in order to get this transition smoothly, it's either from there to there, and you're going to naturally want to be on the penalty, which means it's very easy to accidentally clip this and go over. And the finish is a little weird, but it might be fine. Like, honestly, I would probably move the finish to the top here, but if you like this, then it's not that bad. Okay, so that's not a hole. That's fine. Yeah, also some spots are really blind. Like this part is really blind because you come up here and you don't really know where you're supposed to go. It could be a triangle checkpoint or whatever, and then by the time you get over here, it can be too late to really like fix it, or it's like this narrow little area here. So I would try to open this up more, maybe even if it's just deleting like some of these and just letting the player crash or enter the penalty earlier than you want, and then just keeping this as the only barrier. I think that might help with the tightness of this area. Just let it breathe a little bit more, let players get off the line without crashing, because they're going to be punished by lower speed anyway. So, oh, that reminds me, I also do not like, where was it? This is way too punishing. Why is the cruise control here? Like, you can have markers there, but yeah, don't, because that's way too punishing. I don't think that makes much sense. But yeah, I think it's mainly with this map. It's got a pretty steep. Okay, what? I can't drive. I can't drive. I'm so sorry. I can't drive anymore. But like, it does have a really steep learning curve. But I can see that once you get the pieces, yeah. See, just a little bit off. Cruise control. That's a restart. But like, once the pieces come together, cruise control, restart. Like I think the map gets a lot better the more you drive it. But if you want it to be more beginner friendly, I would put a lot more emphasis on like the guiding scenery. Yep, okay, well, flip that. Yeah. And this, yeah, like I would maybe put something a bit more eye-catching than just a couple of flags. I would actually maybe consider putting, like, just completely blocking this off, just putting, like, a barrier or something here so that that way your only option, you can tell immediately your only option is going to be going through here. And I think that would help a lot with the initial readability for this section. Although this is a pretty bumpy too. I don't know if I like this section that much. Or am I supposed to go all the way more over sooner? I ran out of time. Can't look at the GPS. I should have looked at the GPS. Yeah, hopefully though, seeing my discovery run and that kind of stuff gives you some ideas on how to help the readability of the map, because I think once that improves, the rest of the map just, like, naturally, like I said, once you understand the map, I think it becomes a lot smoother. It's just helping the player get to that state. And the scenery looked good and everything else, and yeah, I thought it was fun. Challenging at first, but fun, and once you get it, pretty decent. But now we have everyone's favorite style, underwater desert NASCAR. And that is how you know Ghostly is back to making maps. Alright, where are we jumping? Oh, we're jumping over there. Okay. Maybe some guidance on this jump would be nice. Ah, rude. Okay, got that. Oh, okay. Not like that. Yeah, the water does block visibility quite a bit. Oh, okay, touch the wall, but honestly, it's not that bad to touch the wall. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going over there. Okay, okay. Yeah, that arrow sign gets blocked by the uphill ramp. We'll probably add a little bit more guiding scenery there. And there's the fence. Okay, so maybe like the longer jumps and stuff could use a bit more guiding scenery, but just off the bat there. The rest isn't too bad. We gotta figure out how to best slow the desert car underwater. Yeah, because that's the tough part. Okay, yeah, so that's better. Okay. Ah. Why did I touch the wall? Why did I do that? I was a fool. Oof, okay, slowly getting there, slowly getting there. Interesting idea, though. I see where it's working. I think my only issue with this style is that braking and releasing actually don't slow the car down that much. Oh, that is tough. So it's like, it's really hard to prepare for turns that you are too fast for, unless you're going like several seconds in advance. That's kind of like your only... Oh, okay. To drown out the water sounds. I mean, I guess you could put music, but then people might get pissed that, you know, they don't like the music or they want to listen to their own music, so I think it's fine. I think putting music in would be more hassle than it was worth. Okay, so can I get a run where I don't just crash? That would be lovely. Oof, okay. Okay. Surviving. Hey, gold. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so let's... yeah, I think my only issue really with this style is that it, release and brake don't slow the desert car down that much. So it's... When you get to a turn like this that you have to slow down for, you have to slow down several seconds in advance. Oh, no, this is back... Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It is about being made from double respawn, but you would need to... But you would never need to double. Don't say never. People can crash in plenty of ways. Never underestimate people. Put SpongeBob music on. Yeah, there you go. There's the scenery idea. Honestly, is there... Gusly, you might want to play with, like, the color correctiveness of the map, because if you're spending it, like, almost all of it underwater, it might be worth it to color correct some of it so you improve visibility. I don't know if that would really work, but I don't know. Just an idea. But then, I think, yeah, the only other thing that I would suggest is maybe, I would put in a visual indicator for the... Because there's two really sharp corners that I noticed. So I would put visual indicators in for those, given for how long you have to slow down to really actually slow down. And then for the jump, some visual indicators for where you have to land. And also for that last platform, the last platform jump, you do have a sign, but it gets blocked by the uphill block, so it's not the best sign. I would probably try to put something above it or something. But none of what I've said is really about the route itself. I think this is interesting. I'm having a good time with it, at least. Never mind. How could you do this to me? I can't believe you're doing this to me. Oh, no, don't want to follow all that. I need to pay attention. Oh, I slid. Oof, 0.6 behind. Yeah, sliding sliding makes a huge difference there. Even a little bit of a slide, because I don't think I slid that much. I don't know. Maybe I slid more than I thought. Oh, okay. Well, don't do that. You can't ask Ghostly what his time is. It's a secret. It wouldn't be a secret if he told you. Ah. Sub 50, wow, very nice, very nice. Riverside also getting a good time here. Also, one thing, 'cause I've built a little bit underwater, and honestly, the scenery that works best for me is lights. Like, I know it's a little cliche. Nullifus uses too many lights, but you know, underwater it makes sense. Because right now, like the scenery is decent, but the water does hide everything. So I think like maybe more lights to improve visibility, and then maybe some of the color correct. I don't know if that would actually. I don't know if going into the media FX and doing color correctors would actually do much of anything. Oh, I'm sliding so much here. But this is interesting. And fishes, custom or not. Yep. Submarines do also work pretty well underwater. Okay, that's fair. A decent amount of lights already. Yeah, it's just hard with the water. It makes everything so dark. Yeah, now I see them. Okay, so maybe... Yeah, because when you're away, like, the lights look decent, but yeah, I don't know. Underwater, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try that a bit more. What? Yeah, you're using day out here. That's what I thought you were using. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. See what I mean about this being good for transitions? Yeah, it's a little floaty, so some transitions are a bit tricky, but yeah, I can see this working. I mean, obviously it's floaty, it's underwater. Okay. Oh, stop sliding. Darn it. Whatever. Yeah, but honestly, interesting idea. I like it. Just some more visual indication on what's coming up, what's happening, and yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I had a good time with it, at least. I forget how we started. Because I know I ran some underwater desert experiments. Like, how did that start? I forget how that... Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Pepsi. I'll drink some water for Mr. Pepsi. Got some full speed action. Yes, my best Style. Oh, that's a cool shot. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about speed slides right now. I just got, okay, so this is plastic. Let's test that double respawn. Darn it. Okay. Maybe double respawns aren't a thing yet. I asked you after I saw Lars on Underwater Campaign NASCAR map. Okay. Okay. Let me do that better. Oh, game froze for a millisecond there. Okay, so it's not good for the speed slide, but overslide a little bit. Okay, well, that was too much. Too little. I can do this. I can do this. Where am I going? Woo! Okay. Glass half full speed. There you go. Honestly, that would be a cool name for a map. Also, who built this? Grong. That's right. Crash Out. Lemonade and Grong. Is Grong still here? Oh, that's the second time I did that. Oh. Oh, are there actually double respawns? Because I tried a double respawn and it didn't have any. Let me try the checkpoint 5's double respawn. Oh, someone placed the line checkpoint backwards. Yep, that's backwards. All right. Let me try a couple more times. Probably just one more time. So yeah, as I said, full speed may or may not be my weakest style, but I can still give thoughts. I can't even say I'm okay at full speed. I understand conceptually what I have to do. Darn it. Okay, you are going to sleep. I left a note under your submission. You're gonna watch the VOD back? Okay, sounds good, Riverside. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and have wonderful dreams. Oh, Goose, I completely missed that you were here. Welcome. I even read your message. I didn't recognize that. Also, Devilius TM. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? Oh my, okay, whatever. Maybe I'll watch GPS instead. Maybe I won't forget that the GPS exists this time. Alright, I mean, yeah, this looks about what I was trying to do, but just better. Oh, and Zompiffy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well tonight. Honestly, I don't know if I have that much critique. Let me check something real quick. So, Gronk did not say whether or not this was for track of the day. Although I think this could be track of the day. But there are a couple things though, given how fast full speed is, and like with platforms and stuff, generally you want to be a bit kinder. Given the fact that if you collect this checkpoint, you are forced to double respawn, I would consider bumping these checkpoints up to maybe about here to give a bit more correction time, so that way if someone collects the checkpoint over there, they at least have more of a chance to like overcorrect a bit without having to take the double respawn, which I assume will eventually be put in. And then there was, let's see, which one am I? Oh, I'm going backwards to the start. That's not where I wanted to go. I think it was this one. Yeah, you come out of here in like this, one of these wild turn loop things. I don't know what they're called. Into the, I think I would like to see a gate checkpoint here. That way you have a bit more like room. Just because with full speed going so fast, it can be really punishing. I mean, yeah, there's no custom double respawns. I assume they will be put in. I'm going to assume that the speed slides are calculated. They felt calculated, although I am not the person to ask for that because I am not a full speed Andy. Obviously this checkpoint facing the wrong way, but if you put custom checkpoints in, then it's not that bad. I like the scenery. The scenery does look good. The color's a bit more muted. A bit of the same thing about how the road and plastic kind of look like the same color. I would like to see a bit more variation in terms of that, so we can know exactly what surface we're driving on at all times. But that is a critique that does get weaker the more you drive the map, so I would like to see a bit more of a color variation. Messed up that speed slide. Oh, I ain't got airtime. This must be slow. Not too much slower. Unless I made some mistakes on my actual PB run. Ah, darn it. Yeah, that, no, yeah. Maybe a gate here as well, because you can't really, like, exactly see where it is. Ollie, come here. No, no, come here. I made space on my lap for my cat, and then he just ran away. Don't claw the carpet. What are you doing? What on earth? He hops away from my lap, and then he just goes down and starts clawing the carpet. What on earth, Ollie? there we go. I'll take that. Take first place. I will also admit I have no idea what I'm doing in this one. Do you speed slide this? I don't know. Yeah, the end is pretty cool, although I do worry about your ability to, like, take the checkpoint and then bonk. Like, how thin, and, like, you can even go on the edge and bonk that, but, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, especially once double respawns are put in. Hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I think the big thing, double respawns, and instead of the normal checkpoints, using the gate checkpoints, or even just the custom line checkpoints that you've used in a couple other places, just to help open up the platform, given the high speed that people are working with, less reaction time given to the player, that kind of stuff. Just makes it a bit friendlier. That's also kind of assuming that you're going for track of the day, which I think you could with this map. It seems like a very nice map. Can't speak too much for speed slides because that is not my strong suit. I do not play full speed that often. Yeah, quit there. It's all wrong. Oh, stopped right before the finish, like the pixel before the finish. But yeah, seems like a decent full speed map, as far as I can tell. And the scenery looks really good too. All right, what is up next? Oh, it's the break. All right, so intermission. So someone else is going to climb the entirety of Jam's Dip, in 15 minutes. And that lucky person, Jamuo, there you go. All right, you're off to climb the tower. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Jamuo, this is your stream. Have fun. Keep everyone entertained. Oh, and my cat's yelling at me. Okay, I'll be back. There's the chair. You know what? You guys have fun. All right, dude, Jamuo, you're almost there. Ugh, something fell in my eye. What on earth? Also grabbed a little snack. Ah, look who joined us. Yay, it's Ollie. Let's go. No, Jamuo, you can save this. You can save this. Yeah, you just missed it. Because you were here, and you just missed that to get to the first checkpoint. You were so close. Sompiffy, welcome, welcome. How are you doing tonight? There we go. All right. But now that I'm back, we can go ahead and move on to the next one. You can go. Got a cat of your own next to you. Oh, very nice. Yeah, with my cat, it's within 1 hour of his feeding time. So he's going to be up and down. He's going to be yelling at me. He wants attention. Well, he wants food, but you know, he thinks that by getting my attention, I'll feed him faster. Even though I've explained the concept of time to him multiple times, but I don't think he wants to understand it. PB is currently the podium according to Dips Plus. Yep, there you go. Oh, no, I want to go. Okay. You got this. Oh. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. I think, am I going backwards now? No, that checkpoint was just placed backwards. Okay. Oh, you can definitely get Gear 5 there. From 0.8% to 1.8%. Yay, there you go. The end I was talking about earlier, like the transition before, but it gets too much speed. Oh, Okay, but let's see. Oh, I forgot to see the name of the map and who built it. Okay, so this is something by Jamuo. Jamuo, this is yours. All right. Well, off the bat, this seems pretty nice. The drifts make sense. The transitions feel decent. Okay, so this is what you were talking about with the penalty grass at the ends. To you feels a little lackluster. So we can talk about that. Okay, made that smooth. No, this is a harder drift than that. There we go. Okay, so let's try to get... Oh, I missed that. An earlier version of this map, we all do, don't worry. It's the name of the game. Well, the name of the game is Trackmania, but you know what? The theme of the game is that we all suck. Unless you're Elcon. Ironically, Elcon does not take L's. He's con. Yeah, uh-huh. Halberd Wesker, welcome, welcome. I don't know if the sentence was English and you don't care. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Cons his way out of them. Oh, okay. Well, I bonked that. But yeah, this seems nice. Seems fairly well put together. Oh, okay, never mind. Cons others into L's. Yeah, there we go. The L isn't for him, it's for everyone else. Now I'm imagining like some scenario. I'm just imagining like some documentary voice or something just being like, the L in Elcon's name stems from because he's a middle child and it's the only time he's never been first or something like. Something stupid. But anyway. So going on, taking a look around. Yeah, so I think, oh, Ava Tim, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't actually know if Elcon is a middle child or anything. I just wanted to make the joke about not being the first child, being the only time he's ever not gotten first. But I think, yeah, this works pretty well. Let's take a look at the endings. I know you said about Penalty Grass you're not sure that you like, and honestly, I'm pretty sure that if you really pushed it, you're gonna get Gear 5 anyway. So let's take a look at this. Honestly, I think going downhill, besides Penalty Grass, the best way to prevent gear ups is going to be with transitions. So I think maybe turning this into, like, you have more of like a bump here that you turn more into like a chicane or something. So you start going downhill, you jump a little bit, you land maybe more down here, and then you turn more to the right, and then since you're going to the right, it sets you up really well for this big left turn there. And that's maybe what I would do. Virtue, yeah, Virtue L. There you go. That's probably what I would recommend, because I think transitions are one of, if not the best way to prevent, well, I mean, besides like drifts and stuff like that. Oh, Davidson. Raid, trapping one person on the struggle bus. I appreciate it. Thank you for trapping more people. Shake and bake, what? Smooth landing. There we go. Not the best there. Yeah, pretty slow. I'll take this on the inside, see what that does. I mean, did something. Yeah, because you are right on the verge of taking that Gear 5. It's from Rick Bobby. I can't say I know that reference. I'm so sorry. But I hope you're doing well tonight. Ah, darn it. Talladega Nights? Yeah, I've not seen that. Why did I brake there? I never brake there. I'm sorry, I'm uncultured. Okay. The film is very uncultured. Well, that's not a good sign. But honestly, I don't know if I have that many notes for the route. Honestly, I think it's fairly nice. Like, I could see being slightly off the line here, because like obviously you want to be here, but if you're slightly off the line, then it you get significantly more airtime and it can really slow you down. I could see that being annoying. Oh, the gates in the grass after what? After drift 1. Okay, so oh, this. Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, I'm assuming scenery would cover this to make it not missable. But yeah, that's very missable. It's Anchorman-esque? Oh, okay. Back to the topic. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I said what I wanted to say. I'm driving it now to see if there's anything else that comes to mind. Ah, darn it. Ah, there's an ant on my wall. All the bugs are coming back out now. And now that I crush an ant, my finger's gonna smell like mint. Because now that it's spring, I'm reminded of the fact that, like, everyone smells ant pheromones differently. And some people can, like, smell the ant pheromones, like, really strongly, and other people can't smell them at all. So for me, if I crush, at least, like, at my house, they'll be like, yeah, there's the Gear 5 that I got. At least at my house, we have, like, these small black ants, and they, like, if I just, like, squash it with a finger or something, my finger smells like mint. Isn't summertime great? I miss winter. I like winter. But yeah, I might have sounded crazy when I told my roommate to, like, squash an ant and then smell his finger. But he swears it doesn't smell like mint. He's like, well, it's like kind of maybe something that gives off a hint of mint, but it's not mint. I'm like, no, it's mint. Ants smell like mint. I'm sorry. No, cilantro. Cilantro, I knew it. Winter here is all crummy. Oh, I like winter where I live. Well, no, because I used to live in Washington State, and that's when I would like be able to ski and stuff like that. So I like winter when there's snow. If it's just cold and not much else, then yeah. I hope I'm going this way. Okay, I am. Okay, I'm getting there. Now crushing a ladybug, you smell that guarantee. Mm-hmm. Freezing rain. Oof, yikes. Smell the ants cover the ant corpse, my friend. Yeah, it's a completely normal conversation. Don't you guys have conversations like that all the time? But I smell mint. Like with these ants, I smell mint. Also told my D&D group and they said that I was weird, but I am playing the druid and I feel like that's kind of something that a druid would inform the group about. Apparently Herring, yes. Also, hello, Herring. Hope you're having a nice night. I just like, I look, cause like there were some like ants in the kitchen or whatever, and so I squashed a couple of them, and then like I went to like adjust my nose or something. And I was like, why do I smell mint? And I was like, what? Why is it the ants? And so I searched online, and yeah, apparently some people really smell, like, apparently it's so strong in some people that they can enter a room and smell ants that are in the room. Like it's not that sensitive for me, but like that's kind of crazy. Hydrate, yes, of course. The room now smells like dead ladybug for at least a day. Yeah. Not as bad as the time, we've got like wild rabbits that roam around, and one just decided to die in a bush on like the side of the garage, and the entire house just smelled like dead rabbit for like a couple days. It was bad. Had to remove it. Yeah, some people can't smell ants at all, but everyone says it's something a little different. After a small break, my D&D group is meeting this Monday, or this next Monday, so I should remind them of the fact. I think they'll appreciate it. And if they don't appreciate it, I'm the main healer of the party, so they have to be nice to me. Ants in kitchen, ants smelled like mint. Perhaps ant had been munching on mint leaves. Like, no, like if I find I will admit, so like for the next little bit, whenever I found an ant anywhere in the house, could be like the bathroom, the back room, my bedroom, like whatever, just squash. And it is just every single time mint, a strong scent of mint. I'm not going crazy. Stop. I'm not going crazy. It's not my fault ants smell like mint. Yeah, suspiciously empty Altoids container. Yeah, gotta find some ants to smell. Uh-huh. Oh, you can keep the gear. Okay. Oh no, I was in 4th. Never mind. I remember reaching 5th gear. My run. The back rooms? What? Also, 28.4 seems really fast. There's not a cut here, is there? No, I don't think so. I think it's just better driving. That's not like a GPS this way, what? that a risk? Like, is that... There's no way that's a risky, because you just get this and then, yeah, okay. I guess I don't know what that jump is for. It's suspicious. Sense of smell must suck because you have no idea what we're talking about. Like, well, obviously people don't just smell ants. Like, it just kind of happens. But, like, next time you see an ant, squash it with your finger and then smell your finger. And not everyone can smell ant pheromones, apparently. But yeah, some people seem to be super sensitive to it, while others are basically, like, immune. Okay, no, the 28.4 is very doable. Hydrating, yes. So you guys learned so much about Trackmania on this stream. Now you can build a map where the decisions are based on what different ants smell like. I think that might just be a full... Like, how else are ants made aware that there's cleanup to be done? I mean, yeah, the pheromones, obviously that's like how they communicate and stuff. It's just I've never thought, I mean, prior to that happening, I never really thought about ants smelling. People online swear that like they can smell ants in a room, which is crazy. Like, that seems super sensitive. Ant mania, there we go. Okay, this seems pretty fast. Okay, I'll take the world record. Let's talk about this. This is decent. I like this. It's a nice, fun little track. I'd say this might be the weakest part here, just because you're like jumping out of here into something that's really blind, and you want to land here, because if you land over here, you're not going to have enough room to make the turn. But so like the jump is blind. You have a large landing area, but only a very small part that is actually what you want. So you kind of just have to guess and hope that you're correct, which is not the most competitive or fun, in my opinion, mechanic ever. So I would probably have this be more of like a jump out here, where you make this here, you jump out here, and then you land on like a platform or something. So it's like, it's a small little jump up. But yeah, I stay away from large jumps like this, just because like it's very easy to make them blind. You need a large landing area for them, and it's a lot of it's a lot of hassle. But then this, like, yeah, I also do kind of wish there was a bit more going on up top here, because you do the loop, you collect the checkpoint, and then you just kind of like drive forward, and I think it's a small release into inside turn into the finish, and I just kind of wish there was a bit more, at least like a drift or something up here, because it's, I don't know, it just seems like a little, it's not really PF, but you know, it's not, you know, press forwards, but it's not like, there's not too much going on, not when compared to the rest of the map. But also, where are the major times to gain or lose on the map? Yeah, so honestly, the only real-time gain or loss is kind of in this drift here, Because if you think about it, the map, like, you're just driving, like, yeah, if in order to gain time around this corner, it's just taking it closer to the wall. In order to gain time here, it's like not sliding when you land, and then taking this corner to the wall, taking this corner to the wall, and then here you actually drift, which is a large, like, a drift is an element that will gain or lose quite a bit of time. But then, yes, and then you come across here. This you can gain or lose by the time, by which line you land in and keep going. But that's more of a guessing game. I've already covered that. Here, I mean, what, you take the loop. You can do a better line through the loop. Then there's a small release here, and you gain time here by going closer to the edge. There's really only one spot in the map that really gains or loses you more than like a couple tenths. It's 1:30 a.m. and starting to feel tired. Oh yeah, go to bed. Go to bed, Den. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And so I think that's also why I would like this to be a drift, is just like, I kind of want there to be a bit more. So if there was like one more drift in the beginning, that drift, and then the drift at the end, I think the map overall would feel a lot more balanced. So I think it's just like balancing out the elements, not having a large jump, and then I think that's pretty much, and then maybe like a little bit of a more exciting end, but you know, if you add a drift at the end, I think that would help balance it out. But yeah, I think the map, like, that's more of like nitpicking for like hunting, trying to get the absolute best time possible and making like a competitively balanced map. As far as just playing the map and having fun with it, like, I think the route's fine. I had fun with it. It's pretty simple, but it's not too simple to the point where it's like boring or anything. I had fun with it, at least. Some stuff to think about, at least. And once again, good night, Den. Sweet dreams. All right, and what is next? Okay, it looks like some dirt. I see wood. Transitional. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will open it up. I will give my thoughts after, and then you can. Oh, so wait. So who pinged me? Who pinged me? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll have to take care of that later. Anyway, okay. Focus. But yeah, after map review, I'll give my thoughts on it, and then you can check out the VOD. Yep. All right. Good night, then. Oof, okay, rough turn. That's me driving it rough, not it actually being rough. It's fine. It's, yep, it's fine. This is Route by Riverside. Okay, good name, good name. Is this a... I think I missed it on the right there. That is a tight turnaround. No, that's not it. Wait, what am I doing? What is this? Where do I go? Oh, I see. It's here. Okay. Yeah. Maybe some guiding scenery on that. But I mean, there's not really scenery anywhere, so once that gets added in. Interesting wood element, and then oh, there we go. I just made the risky fin. Yeah, I don't think that's outside. This? I don't really get that jump. I might be doing it wrong. I think I'm doing it wrong. It's supposed to go maybe around. Okay, no, maybe not around. What is the GPS on this? What's the... Do you take the jump? I don't think you do. It's not like some sort of weird barrel roll, right? Okay, it's a bug slide. Alright, I should have seen that coming. I don't think there's any other bug slides on the map, though. Riverside did leave a note, so I can read that. Oh, okay. Well, it's got the dirt turn, so it can't be that bad of a dirt map. That is a tight turn right there. Okay, there we go. What? You want lap? Come on. There we go. Nope, you don't want lap. You just want attention. Because you think I am forgetting to feed you. Okay. That's how you do that, right? I think. So smooth. That always gets me. Darn it. Hey, Miss Please. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, okay. Well, not like that. Okay. But let's see, because there was a note attached with this. Just a route I made when you were bored, seeing it's okay, maybe not. The route is finalized until the wood part. The wood part is only temporary, but if people do like it, you might leave it. Okay. So let's take a look at this. So, the bug slide is the first thing that's going to catch my attention, because I don't like one bug slide in a map, because it is more of a niche skill. Not everyone is going to know it. And it's not immediately obvious that it's a bug slide here. So I think I would either, I prefer either no bug slides or more than one bug slide. So if you're looking for an element to add at the end here, honestly, adding another bug slide so it's not just like a one-off thing, but maybe like a sub-theme of the map or something could help it. But I think, yeah, also, drifting with dirty tires. Dirty tires do affect how the car brakes. So I believe you brake a lot sharper, which, I mean, maybe it's fine since it's such a hairpin, like, turn. But whenever braking with dirty tires comes up, or drifting with dirty tires, I should say, comes up, someone always complains about it. So it's up to you whether or not you like want that criticism or not, but someone would probably complain about that. And this is a tough turn. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't mind playing around with gears and stuff. The wood does kind of come out of nowhere, so I think I would maybe set up some sort of bug slide or something here. Like, since you went up, maybe you could like go back down or something. Yeah, the drifts, I'm still deciding how I feel about like the super tight drifts. Like, I don't mind that the gears are changing or anything like that, but especially with the dirty tires, I think it's going to be hard to maintain momentum. It's going to be really easy to just feel like you've lost all your speed, and it just feels like an unsatisfying part of the map. Or maybe you don't even have to brake on the tarmac. Maybe you want to brake before the tarmac on the dirt. That might actually be worth it. Also, that I feel like that drift comes out of nowhere every single time. It gets me. Got it. Okay. And let me watch the GPS in full. I only watched part of it. Yeah, the wood entry drift sneaks up on me every single time. I think that needs either like a visual indicator, it's in desperate need of a visual indicator, or I don't know, maybe it really just does, maybe it really does come out of nowhere. What are you yelling at, cat? You are fine. I've never forgotten to feed you. Yeah, so with this... Yeah, and the ending, it's really... Yeah, because you did that in the GPS, but with the way the turn is set up, you kind of want to be going like this, but if you follow the natural where you want to go with the turn, you're going to hit the bump and go wee right out of the map. So yeah, the ending, I think you lose a lot of flow, specifically from like this point onwards. This might be a little too tight because the other two hairpin drifts are coming out of dirt and this one is just tarmac. What? You are fine. Stop yelling at me. You know I'm sensitive. There you are. Just look at the camera, okay? Ollie, blink twice if you need help. Blink. Okay, okay. What? I'm not gonna forget to feed you. You get fed in 15 minutes, okay? Yeah, but I think the rest of the route's really nice. I like it. What would I do different here? Maybe instead of like the diagonal, I would maybe just do, or like this diagonal entry, I would maybe just do like a regular diagonal turn. And like I said, I would put a bug slide in at the end, especially because I don't think this bug slide here is bad, and if you want to like keep it, then yeah, but I always prefer like either no bug slides or more than one bug slide, just because it's not really a mechanic that absolutely everyone is going to know, even if it is, you know, a popular mechanic. Also, bug slides do tend to gain or lose quite a bit of time, and so it can be heavily weighted, like... Although, it's dirt. Dirt in general, you either gain or lose a bunch of time, so might not be the best point there. Yeah, I think this is fun. I'm not gonna be able to finish this run, am I? I don't know if that's what you want to do. I don't think it's a triangle checkpoint. Oh my god. Oh, that was wild. Really missed it. Wood feels out of place, especially yeah, such a tight drift beforehand. Yeah. So if you want people to play your map and you're not going for Cuppa, what do you do with your map? Well, post it on TMX. You can post it on various Discords like TMA, my Discord, stuff like that. Or if you want, you can post it on Reddit. You can submit it for various things if it fits. You know, like if it's more of a, if it's a competitive map that you're not really going for track of the day on, you have like Alamo. Okay. Yeah, like Alamo Cup, other competitions that you can do, or like what, Grenades, Yek stuff. Yeah, it's like you've got options. Just, although I'd say the most common one you're gonna do with maps is like post around on Discords and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, that's the way you're supposed to take it. Alright, GG's. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, Zombie. Or Zompiffy. I appreciate it, thank you. Hope you have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my, okay. Take that turn tighter, it's fine. Go smell some ants. The zombie is fine, okay. I keep getting airtime there. What am I launching off of? I can't exactly tell what the shape is. Okay, I think I understand the shape now. I'll smell the ants. Okay, good, good. Okay, this is nice so far. A little tricky, but yeah, I'm getting the hang of it. Yep, here. Oh, no, okay. Don't go on the other side of the dirt that early. Hang out on this side for a moment. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Need a lot of speed? You kind of do need a decent amount of speed for that. Yep, there we go. Got it. Yeah, I've got to take this better. I think one of those ones that you need to go as close to the top as possible. So like that. Maybe you want to use... Maybe you do want airtime on the plastic to better set that up. I'll have to take a look at the GPS on that. Oof. Ollie, you are fine. You're not dying, I promise. I've never forgotten to feed you. Okay, maybe I'll go here. Don't think I had enough speed for that. Hey, you're fine. You have 10 minutes. I'll feed you after this map, okay? This does seem like a very nice map so far, though. Transitions seem pretty good. I'll have to check to see if Jero left a note. This is Jero's map, right? Yes. Oh well, I did not. I was checking the name. I did not properly set up for this. Yeah, so you want to jump to the left then, and then get a better drift around that. Okay, I think I get it. Ah, darn it. Yeah, that's okay. That's a hard respawn. Okay, I should just watch the GPS. I don't need a perfect run. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of airtime there. Sets that up super wide here. Drops the gear. I don't think that's the best line through that part. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I just didn't do it properly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not get that. Okay, let me try that. Does that shortcut look like it looked a little rough? Like the landing was a little rough. Ah, I barely touched the wall. I did not touch that. Give me back my speed. Nope, not there. A little too early, so it's like here. No, okay, that's pretty nice. Also, I'm pretty sure I saw this route without scenery a few weeks ago. Oh, by the way, the map name for mine being Irozaka, because the map is very windy. I looked up the most windy road IRL, and that's what it's called. Oh, okay. Or windy, probably not windy. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good map name. Okay, so, did Jero say anything? No. Okay. So I'm assuming this is for track of the day. This seems very track of the day friendly, so I'll go with that assumption. I think the route itself is fairly good. I don't think I have any real major issues with it. There is a little bit of visibility coming up here. You do have to remember that you go over here instead of here. I would maybe get rid of like this tree and stuff. Maybe just put like a couple over here. That way if someone comes up here, they can correct without having to completely, you know, they eat penalty and then they course correct instead of having to double respawn there. But yeah, this seems... This, I don't think, is the best indicator for a jump there. What might be more like what I did on Bubble Bath was I made a ring of lights here to give an indicator. So it's like a hoop, and then you know you drive through the hoop. That seemed to work pretty well. People seem to get the idea of that, so maybe it'll work here as well. Because like the arrows to the left here, like they don't really indicate that there's a jump there. And risky, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But I think the rest seems pretty fine. Man, Ollie, you are fine. You're not dying, I promise. I will say the sceneries in some places does look a little unfinished. I think it was over here. Yeah, if you're out over here, like there is basically no scenery. I would put a little bit more over here just to completely cover the track. Maybe like one more tower here, over there, and then maybe one like right here. Just like dotting like the outside so the map feels a bit more contained. But yeah, I think the rest seems pretty good. I mean, the towers, they're pretty simple, but it should work. I don't think it's the most elaborate scenery, but I think it's fairly simple and it works pretty well. So I can't Can't complain too much. Although I can always complain. I'm really good at complaining. Two things I'm really good at: complaining and starving my cat, apparently. Try the risky. Ollie, what did you knock over? Oh, you knocked my calculator off my desk. Thank you so much, Ollie. So angry right now. You are fine. Oh my god, cat. Okay, well, is there anything else I want to say about this? I don't think so. It seems... Oh, I would also contain the GPS area, because if people drive into it and flip over, you won't have audio for the GPS. Okay, I landed on my tires that time. But you heard where like the GPS faded out and then like faded back in? That was the car falling. If the car is upside down in water or falling, the GPS doesn't really have sound. So just something to keep in mind. I think that's pretty much it. Now if you I think I'll take this quick moment in between maps. Yeah, I thought it was a fun map. Thanks for sending it in. I'm gonna feed my cat real quick before he dies. Stop yelling. And we're back. My cat's no longer dying. Good news. All right, and we have a Q1 Bear Chase. So, yeah, a remake, or I guess a revamp, whatever. Map sent in before with some adjustments made. Alright, so let's see. So I will probably say this right now, author time is too strong, I think. We'll see, we'll see. Depends how much further I get before author time. Okay, well, I can do better than that. Just need to not hit the wall. I don't think it really matters to take most of the booster, because you're going to be sliding and canceling out the speed anyway. Okay, I can do better than that. Come on. Okay, half a second there. Yeah, I think the author time is too strong here. You have to have a really weak author time. Weekly shorts is not the time to flex a strong author time. Okay, I need to be more on the right there. It might be worth it to just drop the gear and go super on the inside, honestly. Oh yeah, 4,000s PB, so good, so good. Improving so much. Yeah, that was not good. but I kept gear 2. So yeah, I don't know. In there. I'm not sure what the author time is, but it's at least 0.2 faster, so I'm doing quite a bit wrong. I think I want to keep a bit more speed on the initial turn, try going on the outside. Ooh, okay, I like that. It's a bug slide, right? Is that what we're supposed to do? Maybe not. Touch the wall, that's not great. Not entirely sure what to do here. I don't think the problem was with my first turn. First turn seems pretty straightforward. Just be on the right side. Yeah, keep third gear, and then... Oh, okay, there we go. Wait, that's not author time yet? Yeah, author time definitely needs to come down. Because author time should be doable by basically someone picking up the game for the first time. They should be able to grind out the author time. So, this author time, yeah, a little too tricky. I'm gonna keep driving. It's a short. I have to spend so much time. There's a bit less to talk about with shorts, just because like there's less map to talk about. Drop the gear. I have to be pretty close to the author time, though. I would think. That's right. Keep the gear. There it is. Hey, world record 2. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else to say about the route. It's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. The first half being engine off does make you think a little bit more. And then the second half not having the engine off, that's a nice variety between it. But it is, I think, maybe a little simple for weekly shorts. What would I do? What would I do to spice this up a little bit? Honestly, I would maybe consider adding one more small element here at the end. I know, and you can kind of see with like the lights and stuff, that the route used to extend this way. You could have one more transition here, maybe like a little hop into something here that like then it turn into that, something that adds one more second, and then I would have like 1 more second max, because you're already like pretty close to the 20-second limit, and then I would have the author time be just under 20 seconds. Like, I'm talking about maybe your second run when you're validating the map being author time. Like, you cannot hunt these author times. Because like I said, the goal, I think, for these, because weekly shorts, they want to be for newer players, so like the newer players should be able to get author time if they grind it out. So and then as far as scenery goes, I would really like to see some arches, like a couple arches going this way. I think from looking at above, the map doesn't look, that bad at all, but when you start going here, it starts to like look a little same-ish everywhere, and I would really like to just see some variety, maybe like some arches here and there, stuff to drive under. And then I don't know, can console add trees to these? I'm not entirely sure. So no Aquilon is stuck on console. So maybe adding some trees? I don't know if that's possible, though. Yeah, darn it. Can't quite get this turn again. Yeah, I know this is really bad. And yeah. One idea that I did have, like maybe to spice this up a little bit more, is to have two paths here. So you have one path, you have this path here, and then maybe you have like something identical to this right here. So you can choose to jump here or out here, and then you have like you get rid of this, and then you have the one block that takes the two different paths and then turns into one path to connect them here, and then maybe like a little transition or something into the finish, and then that way you can go this way to have a more gradual turn, and then you keep a little bit more speed, or you have a bit more of a direct route here, jumping out this way. And that way, because the first turn you have engine off, that's already kind of interesting. And then that, maybe you get a little bit more of a choice. Something for people to bite onto as in terms of like keeping things interesting and stuff. Because that line you would want to go, like straight. But if you went a little tighter in the opening turn and you got a bit more room, it's a little too much, but hopefully you get what I mean. And then you can like hop out this way, like into the wall, and then you have a bit more of a direct line, and it's something to think about, because people really like stuff to think about in a short, just because like they're so short. If it's just about driving the optimal line, then they get kind of boring pretty quickly. But if there's a bit more to think about, even if it's just something as simple as jumping out and like which route to take, then I think that would be nice. Yeah, I don't feel good about that. Yeah, the ending was better. But I'm pretty happy with that 18.3. I would say that, like, the author time here for this map, just to give a range, just to help, like, give a bit more context on how easy an author time should be. I'm thinking, like, for this map, author time should be a low 19 seconds. So, like, adding just over half a second to the author time, and that should help, that should make author time not too difficult, hopefully. Not entirely sure, though. I mean, I'm not the one selecting it. Yeah. So just maybe adding something a little bit more at the end there for players to chew, and then adding some arches above just to give players something to drive under. I think that would be nice. And I believe that is it. For map review, we'll see. Yep, okay. That is it for map review. Thank you guys for hanging out. Time is at 8:11. Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it. Been streaming for just over 3 hours, so.